Alright, besides the awesome intro, I can stop here already because I see Command J. And who knows where else Command J is used?
Paperless movement, your productivity, your way.
Those who are following us know that we are using tools like mem.ai to first of all quickly capture the information and then retrieve the information as quickly as possible. And on this channel we talk about Apple Notes a lot. In the past we talked about Evernote. To me, let's stop riding the dead elephant. If you have a different opinion, go to the comments below and let us know. But now there was an announcement of a complete new tool called Lazy. They say lazy and mean efficiency, and I 100% agree. Because when I was at university, the first thing that I learned is that scientists are lazy, and we as scientists have to find ways to make things a lot more efficient, to get faster to the same results, so we can go to the pub much earlier. But jokes aside, this really triggered me for my efficiency obsession, so no matter what process I look at, I want to improve it. And that's why we always look out for the best productivity tools. So if you haven't watched our video about our tool stack that we have current in place that we use at the Paperless Movement, make sure to check out the video. And in this tool stack, we have MEM as our PKM, our personal knowledge management system. And now this Lazy comes around the corner. We don't have access yet, but we are knocking on the doors relentlessly until we get in.
I can't get it open.
So this video will be an analysis of the trailer that they showed on Product Hunt. Let's have a look. Alright, besides the awesome intro, and I really like this vibe that Lazy brings across, I can stop here already because I see Command J. And who knows where else Command J is used? Correct. In Superhuman, the email management platform, where you have now AI capabilities, Command J is for AI. I like it. The more we streamline these shortcuts across different tools, the better, because then it doesn't matter in what tool you are very efficient just using the tools. Good start there. Okay, what do we see here? We are on Twitter and it says context aware, okay? This means Lazy is able to recognize what you are looking at right now. There is a tweet opened in the background and you see it not only recognizes the content of this tweet, it starts 141 years ago, so here it starts with this. It also picks up the author, ask me anything or choose an option below. So let's see what they ask. Explain. Ask Lazy AI, explain. Alright, now it explains this tweet. Here it says, explain to me as if I were a 12-year-old. Something that I like to have as well. Explain it as simple as possible. There we go. Now we have the explanation of a complex tweet. Would be nice to see the original in the background to compare it with. But we all know now ChatGPT and how it performs. This is exactly what's happening here. It takes the content from the tweet and makes the explanation for a 12-year-old. But that's now key. When we go back, did you see what he did there? He clicked on capture. And again, I really love the shortcuts here on the side. You see immediately what you need to do. So I can only use my keyboard to navigate. And he clicked on capture. So this means it saves it as a note. Let's see if I'm right. There we go, captured. And now I could open the note. So here we are on our article, on a blog post from Ness Labs, and by opening up Lazy, it already recognized the link that is catched and the title of the page, the benefits of laziness. And now let's see what commands they use. Okay, summarize. It's a long article and he gets the summary. Again, if you're using ChatGPT, you know what to expect here. But this is something I love. He just writes down key bullet and it recommends key bullet points. And this is quick prompting. I really like these pre-made prompts that come up. It makes it so much easier to keep the conversation with AI going. And there we go, we get the bullet points out of the summary. So it inserted this into the note that he started to write about this article. And we see we are here in the inbox. And here command enter, I love it. Typical shortcuts will trigger this capture. Captured, open again. This is something I'm really curious about. If this works, this is awesome. I love Readwise and Reader because if you send YouTube videos to Reader, it will give the transcription, but you can highlight inside the transcription any text and it keeps the timestamp of your highlight inside the video. So whenever I click this highlight, it will jump to the video to the timestamp inside the video. Especially useful with a 1 hour interview or something like that, whenever you make highlights out of the transcript. Let's see what happens here in Lazy. Okay, so again, creating a new note with Lazy, and we are in the inbox again, capture, and it recognized the title of the YouTube video and the channel logo. These are manual notes that this person is taking now, and now we see the double brackets. This is a typical thing from Obsidian, where you can refer to other existing notes. And this is something I love, the recommendations. So you just make a double bracket and it gives you a search field instead of keeping writing in the double brackets and it starts recommending. That's UI UX design at the finest. And there we go. He references now the benefits of laziness, the article that he just summarized in the previous note. So here we see he hits slash and therefore he brings up the command bar and he was able then to hit enter, and that's probably then ask Lazy AI. And there we go. Then he starts writing down, what does lazy stand for? Again, here we see, very awesome. When you open up the Ask Lazy AI, you get the source content, you get the author, which is the channel, and then again, ask anything about this. And here, what does lazy stand for? This is this lazy here down there of the title of the video. Again, this is a typical ChatGPT response, or GPT-4. And that's the point. Did you see this? Again, he was flawlessly being in this node, creating this node, then hitting Ask Lazy AI, and therefore asking Lazy AI gets different content and is able then to use this content and insert it into the existing node that he's just writing in. That was a previous node and it was just appended, and that's awesome. What I don't see here is, for example, summarize this video. I don't know if this will be possible. Okay, there we go. AI prompts community, brainstorming partner. So what he did here, you see selected text. So for context, let's go back. In the end, before he closes the node, he's still in the same node. He selects the text, or she, and then clicks on Ask Lazy AI again with the text selected. And therefore it opens up the new Ask Anything About, and you get now selected text. Lazy is another. So he just selected this and now he can ask in context. And now you see he will go to brainstorming partner. And there we go. The brainstorming partner is now bringing arguments for or against this methodology. Again, I guess he hits insert now. Boom. So what's interesting here now, it added it below this one. So I don't think it has overwritten, because if you closely look the scroll bar, there's more room. So we certainly can scroll down, and I'm expecting there will be the initial explanation about lazy. So it appended the result from the AI just below the selected text. Interesting to see that it didn't split it here, because only this part was selected and it didn't split up. But again, something we need to discover as soon as we get our hands on this tool. Okay, here he's looking at that newsletter and it's Inside Superhuman. There we go. That's what our big hopes are, looking at this note-taking tool, because if they show off Superhuman here, then they certainly are inspired by Superhuman. You see already the design and how all this works. So that's the reason for all the awesome shortcuts that we see here. And now the question is, Why would you use lazy over the superhuman AI? Obviously to take notes again. So here he's in a newsletter, and here again you see the title is the subject line of the email, but you see a link here. So I would expect whenever you open up the notes that you are able to click there and go directly to the email. Now let's see how he or she will proceed. Interesting. So now he hit hashtag. Let's see what this is. So by hitting hashtag, he brings up the cards, and I expect the cards are then finally the notes, because we haven't seen yet how it looks like being inside the note-taking app. Right now it's just a capture process. So in order to better understand all this, we need to look inside the note-taking app. But okay, here he makes a hashtag and he will link this card or note to another card. Progressive summarization, okay. And then hitting slash again, he gets access to more commands. So you see, it's not only AI, there are other functionalities. I love it. For example, read later. So what happens when he hits read later? Nothing, because it's not hitting it. Man, I want to know what happens. Maybe it's a separate inbox, maybe something that we saw in Reader as well. I'm curious to learn a lot more about this. But again, he goes to Lazy AI and checks out what he can do there. List key actions. So it's interesting that this got recommended by simply bringing up the command. So Lazy AI seems to have recognized already that there are key actions inside the email, because if there is just an informational email without actions, why should this come up? So I could imagine that this is the context awareness that it recommends already, instead of to summarize, list key actions. And this is amazing. Listing the key actions in this style, I love it. Watch lesson about progressive summarization on YouTube. And here it seems this is actually a link to the video. That's interesting. Where does this go to? Is there a task inbox? If, like in MEM, where you also have a task section, this would be amazing, because so many boxes would be ticked for us to really dive into this tool. And this is where we really think, if they are able to deliver what we see here, then it is a mem killer. It's an Obsidian killer. It's killing so many things. And I know many are screaming now, and please let me know your thoughts in the comments below about what you see here. But be sure, we will dive very deep in any tools that we look at, because we very rarely change our tool stacks. And if we do, then we have a lot of research and rationales behind this, why we do a switch to a different tool that we use and that we also recommend to our busy professionals. Watch lesson about, so there we go. Now you see there is a task inbox, okay? We get it confirmed that there is a task inbox, which is awesome, because if you watch the email management course inside the Paperless Movement membership, this also applies to any inbox to get inbox 0. And inboxes are awesome. As soon as a tool has inboxes, it's easy to be processed. So many people are having anxiety about inboxes because they're always full. And that's why we are here to help you understand why inboxes, if managed properly, are the biggest efficiency boost that you can have. Love that I see here the task inboxes. Also, I'm curious about this. Captured. Okay, captured. And now something. This will be awesome. PDFs. I cannot wait to see how this works. And we saw already that the lazy note-taking app is accessible from anywhere. Okay, so far I saw it only on Mac. And this means it's context aware no matter on what tool you look. So it's much better than having a browser extension, Chrome extension, to have it as a native app. We are using Raycast at the Paperless Movement, and that's already very powerful. A lot of things that you can do there as well. So if you want to see a video about this, let us know in the comments below. And having Lazy as well on the Mac, this is very powerful. A lot more you can do if you have the note-taking app installed this way, and if the MacBook is your main device, because the issue that we see here is then, what about iPad? What about your iPhone? How do you do this? One way I could imagine is at least I could capture things and send it to Lazy, but the context awareness, I think that's for security issues on at least the iPhone, a bit difficult. When I look at tools like Rewind, where you capture everything and you can go back in time. Another video I will do on this YouTube channel. They recently released an iPhone application as well, but there you see they only can capture the things that you do in Safari and then screenshots, but it's not capturing anything that you do in any other tools. So the content awareness on an iPhone being in a different tool, I think this is something that this tool will struggle with, but any other note-taking app struggles with this as well. And there we are. Now he is in a PDF file and you see that's the preview on Mac, and just opened up the PDF, which is searchable. And here again, source content. Then we have the author. So that would be interesting to see if there needs to be the metadata of the author inside the PDF or if it picked it up from the article itself. There we go. Paul Graham. So I don't know if it was possible to pick this up, but we also see an @Paul G here. So this would mean that's probably metadata. I don't know. We have to discover this ourselves. But what do we see here now? And this is amazing. Look at this. Generate tags. So this would be really interesting. I would instantly click on this to see what tags are actually created out of this 274 pages long PDF book. This would make auto tagging very powerful. And I don't like it if it is just auto tagging and applying it automatically. Seeing the recommendations and then picking the text that makes sense. This is very powerful and still time saving. And then here, look at this myAI prompts course generator. So you can have the book and create a course out of this. Let's see. What is the central thesis of this book? Well, a typical question that you could ask ChatGPT as well. Obviously, you could upload a PDF to ChatGPT or even other tools and get this answer as well. But here we have everything in one place with just using Command J, and then you have it there. Another question would be, how is Command J actually then interfering if you are in Superhuman? That's something I'm curious about. Okay, typical thing, summarizing and giving the extracts, the synthesis of this thesis. Again, he inserted it and now it's going to the inbox, capture. But now, there we go. This is the key, okay? So by selecting something inside the PDF, he brings context awareness again up. But key would be now to have a link to the PDF and it jumps directly to the section here. And if this is possible on a native PDF without adding the PDF into the note-taking app, that's something I'm really curious about. But you also see here quotes coming up. Let's see what happens now. Okay, so it quoted it, yeah. And then here he starts adding additional manual notes. There we go. The next step here was create a tweet out of this, for example, but let's see. There we go. He created this prompt and then you can hit Command S in order to save this prompt for later. I love it. It already appears here and it says myAI prompts. Join us. We joined already. We joined the waitlist. We filled out the form. We cannot wait. We keep reaching out. We want to get the access to Lazy. Okay, and on Product Hunt they have another trailer. And let's dive into this because maybe we find a bit more details. Okay, what we see here is just a demo that you get on the website. If you go to the website, see, this is Apple. You can select the text from the video. Isn't that amazing? That's the QuickTime player. Okay, but other than that, look at this, I love it. But if you're on the website, there you can try the demo to get a feeling how the capturing process is. What we still haven't seen is how it looks inside the note-taking app. Where do I access my notes? How are they organized? This is something I'm really curious about. See, it always says, find a better way to capture. Yeah, we saw this in the other trailer already, how amazing it is to capture information. But how do we leverage this information later on? That's something I want to learn. Okay, that's something we have seen before. Selecting a text on a website makes automatically a quote, and then you can add additional notes, but it links it, hopefully, directly to the highlight. So when I click on this highlight, it will open up the website and scrolls to the point that we selected here. By the way, that's something you can do by just selecting the text, right-clicking on the text on an Arc browser or the Chrome browser, and there is copy highlight link, and then you can add this to any note-taking app in order to scroll down to the section on the website as well. What is this? This is really interesting. So here he's on a Twitter thread. That's interesting. It adds the link to the thread. And there we go. You saw down there, it says clip thread from, and then it's the name of the author. And I love this UI UX here. Look at how this thread is added here. Amazing. And then you can add manual notes. You saw this, that's something we saw before as well. He just double taps the brackets and therefore you get a search field so you can search other cards that you saved previously. Captured. There we go. More information about video notes. I saw something here. Insert transcript. This is amazing. We have the video transcript here and we are in a position inside the video. And what you do here, if you say insert transcript, it asks the last 15 seconds, 30 seconds or 60 seconds. So it picks up everything before what you are at. So you listen to something interesting and you realize it and then say, okay, let's save the past minute about this, the past 30 seconds. This is amazing because if you go then here, the timestamp comes up with 23 seconds and down here, they are the 23 seconds. So we are inside the video at second 23 and now it picks up the 15 seconds before until 23 seconds. And this is the transcript that we will get inside here. There we go. This is amazing. And captured. This is amazing. That's something, oh my God, I would use so many times to make notes on videos. Then here we have the thing that we saw before, that he is on a blog post. And now we see bookmarks. That's something we saw in the previous trailer. We haven't seen it yet. But there we go. What is this? Wait, is this yet another whip clipper? Nope. There we go. Because here it shows now again in Superhuman in a native app. It brought up lazy. Again, question, how do you bring this up with Command J if Superhuman is using Command J as well? But there we go. And then we have a link to the email. This is amazing. And then universal clipping. And man, they are loving the same tools we love, okay? Arc, PDF, even Spotify you can use, WhatsApp, Twitter, Slack. Man, this is so amazing. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. If this really works as they show it here, it is a complete game changer. And we will show you exactly in detail why this is. Capture anything from anywhere. Kindle, okay? So again, boom, this is a readwise killer in my opinion, because now you could use, is it on the app? It is on Kindle. So they're showing an actual Kindle here and it seems it's synchronizing with the Kindle. So to me, readwise killer. And here we finally get a glance on how this looks inside the note-taking app itself. So there we go. We have inboxes, notes and tasks. That's something we have seen in the previous trailer. Amazing. I have 2 different inboxes. Thank you. So I can capture, and then I can start processing these inboxes as we show it in the email management course as well, how you can process your inboxes and the tasks and so on. This is amazing. And then we see here, I have a pin board and there are even stages. This is amazing. I love it. It's clean. What do we have here? Context, the details published. This is amazing. Let's keep going. There we go. We've been talking about the mobile app before, and here they show they have a mobile application. So I can have the lazy app on the mobile phone, make a picture and then immediately take the text out of this and send it to my lazy note app. So it's a capture device. And there we go. One single place to process all our captures. And there we go. inbox, later, tweets, videos. This is amazing. That makes it so easy to process everything. Grow your knowledge. Oh yeah, he's using tab shortcut. Everything is thought through like superhuman. I have no doubt as soon we start using this, we will feel so natural using the keyboard. We love it. I love it. And here he's picking up the notes from the inbox and brings it into order. The question is, what happened here by bringing in this into hiring? And you see the change, how this changed after bringing it in. I'm curious what this means. You've hit inbox 0, okay? Love it. And here we have the actual note-taking experience. Man, this looks so clean, so good. So here, referencing, and we see here people, okay? Cards and people. So we have different content types. This could even replace Clay as a CRM. Look at this. There is the person and you see immediately the details about this. Man, I start to cry now. This is so good. Bidirectional linking. They really thought about everything, man. And look how this looks like. And here you see the connections. How good do these connections look like? This is amazing because it shows you even related content. This is the mem feature that people love to use, and this is presented and thought through so good. This will change everything, man. Yeah, no worries. I won't procrastinate anymore because I will love to work in this tool. There are so many reasons that this could be the next big thing in AI note-taking that we cannot wait to get our hands on this. So Lazy, if you're watching, look out for the emails from the paperless movement and let us in so we can share with the community the real experience. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see the video as soon as we get our hands on Lazy. See you in the next one.